Imagine this. You're walking down a busy street, minding your own business, when suddenly someone shouts an insult your way. Maybe they call you foolish, weak, or tell you that you'll never amount to anything. How does that make you feel? Most people would either get defensive or feel hurt, right? Their emotions hijack them before they even have time to think. But what if I told you that there's a way to respond differently? What if you could remain calm and unmoved, like a rock amidst a raging river? Welcome to Mastering Your Inner Strength, where I'm inviting you to embark on a transformative journey. Together, we'll explore how to cultivate emotional resilience and navigate life's storms without being swept away by chaos. Are you ready to discover the secret of those who remain unshaken, no matter what life throws at them? Let's dive in. In a world filled with turmoil and unpredictability, some individuals stand firm. They face insults, disappointments, and unexpected challenges, yet they navigate through life as if shielded by invisible armor. What secret do they hold that allows them to remain composed? You see, many people drift through life, responding impulsively to every slight. A driver cuts them off in traffic, and rage bubbles up. A colleague's snide comment ruins their day. A stranger's glance triggers self-doubt. But what if it were possible to break free from this cycle of reaction? What if nothing, no person or circumstance, could disturb your peace? This might sound like a dream, but it's grounded in reality. Carl Jung, the renowned psychologist, believed that people are often prisoners of their own reactions. They misinterpret the world as a relentless adversary when, in fact, it merely reflects the unresolved conflicts within themselves. So, let's take a moment to reflect. Nothing can truly affect you unless there is something within you that resonates with it. Think about it. If someone insults you, why does it hurt? Perhaps it taps into a fear lurking in your subconscious. If ignored, why do you feel rejected? It could stem from a desire for affirmation that you have yet to fulfill within yourself. This is where the concept of shadow work comes into play, the journey of bringing the unconscious into awareness. Every irritation and emotional reaction serves as a message from within. While many flee from these triggers, try to silence them, or blame external circumstances, those who awaken to their true power understand that their reality is merely a reflection of their inner landscape. Have you ever noticed how two people can face the same situation and react completely differently? One person might spiral into self-destruction after a breakup, convinced they've lost everything. The other sees it as an opportunity for growth, a path towards something better. The difference lies in their perception. Carl Jung once said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." This means that as long as you are unaware of the stories you're telling yourself about people, about success, about your own worth, you will continue to react blindly, thinking life is happening to you rather than realizing it's all happening because of you. Think about this for a moment. Have you ever felt that life was unfair? What if I told you that the real issue isn't the world around you, but rather how you perceive it? The moment you grasp this truth, a new level of freedom opens up for you. Here's a truth bomb for you. Nothing in this world is actually under your control except one thing: your perception. Most people spend their entire lives trying to control things they were never meant to control. They want people to like them. They want life to be predictable. They want everything to go their way. And when it doesn't, they suffer. When someone disrespects them, they feel betrayed. When life doesn't unfold according to plan, they take everything personally, as if the universe has singled them out for some kind of cruel test. But here's the catch. Once you let go of the illusion of control, everything shifts. Suddenly, you're free from a need for approval, from the fear of failure, and from the exhausting effort of trying to make the world bend to your expectations. Ask yourself this: who are the people you admire most? Are they the ones who seem to control everything around them? Or are they the individuals who maintain their composure and confidence no matter what happens? Those who are truly untouchable in life are not the ones who control everything. They're the ones who master themselves. So how do we achieve this self-mastery? It begins with cultivating self-awareness. In every moment, You have two choices: react mindlessly or observe consciously. The next time someone tries to provoke you, pause. Observe your emotions without acting on them, like a scientist studying an experiment, detached yet curious. This is where your journey begins. This is the moment of power, the point where transformation starts. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by emotions, start understanding them. Emotions are not your enemies. They are signals from within that guide your growth. Let me ask you, what happens when someone insults you? Do you immediately feel defensive? This reaction often stems from a fragile sense of self built on validation from others. The more attached you are to external validation, the more power others have over your emotions. Now, let's talk about neuroscience, because understanding how your brain works can empower you even more. Studies show that emotional reactivity is a habit your brain develops. Neural pathways reinforce these reactions over time. This means that the more you let the outside world control your emotions, the more automatic these responses become. But here's the good news. You can rewire your brain. Neuroscientists have found that through mindfulness practices and cognitive reframing, essentially changing how you interpret situations, you could train your brain to be less reactive over time. Imagine reaching a point where insults stop triggering you. Failures don't define you. Uncertainty no longer scares you. At that point, you become untouchable, not because the world has changed, but because you have changed. Now let's dive deeper into perception. Imagine this. Two people experience the exact same situation, a breakup or financial loss, but walk away with completely different emotions. Why is that? It all comes down to how they interpret those experiences. When someone bumps into you on the street, one person shrugs it off and moves on. Another takes it personally, brewing anger for hours. The event is identical. The responses are not. This illustrates how powerful our perceptions can be. When confronted with emotional turmoil, rather than suppressing these feelings or blaming others for provoking them, embrace and study them. Each trigger is an opportunity for growth, a chance to understand parts of yourself that still seek healing. Imagine life as a chessboard. Most people are merely pieces reacting to moves made by others. True mastery comes from stepping back and observing the game from above, anticipating moves before they happen. This is emotional mastery, not numbness but profound understanding. Once you stop reacting automatically, something miraculous happens. The world starts responding to you differently. People sense your energy shift. When you no longer chase validation, it finds its way back to you instead. Let's talk about detachment, a concept often misunderstood. Detachment isn't about becoming emotionless. It's about becoming untouchable. It's realizing that you're not your emotions. You are the awareness behind them. Think about a storm. It rages with lightning strikes and howling winds. But above it all, the sky remains untouched. You are that sky, not the storm. The greatest power isn't in controlling the world around you, but in controlling your perception of it. When you stop reacting mindlessly and start observing consciously, everything changes. Have you ever noticed how, when you try too hard to control something, a person, an outcome, even your own thoughts, you create resistance? This resistance manifests as anxiety and frustration. Consider this paradox. When you stop needing things to go your way, they often do. When you stop fearing what people think of you, confidence naturally increases. When opportunities arise without desperation for success, they appear effortlessly. Accepting that we cannot control everything opens the door to an easier, more fulfilling life. When we let go of the need for control, we typically find that things fall into place more naturally. So I challenge you today. Recognize when you're trying to control something beyond your reach and practice gentle acceptance instead. As we wrap up this journey together today on Philosophy Pulse, I invite you to reflect on what you've learned. Remember that true mastery lies not in controlling others or situations, but in mastering yourself, your perceptions and responses. You have the power within you to cultivate an unyielding mind, a mind that remains calm amidst chaos and unaffected by external circumstances. It's time to start observing your reactions rather than reacting blindly. Are you ready to take this challenge? Start today by practicing mindfulness in moments of provocation. Notice your emotional triggers as messages from within rather than attacks from outside. If this message resonated with you today, I'd love for you to share your biggest takeaway in the comments below. And if you're eager to keep expanding your mind along this journey of self-discovery and mastery with us at Philosophy Pulse, hit that like button and subscribe so we can explore more together in future sessions. Remember, mastering your inner strength is not just a concept. It's a way of life waiting for you to embrace it fully. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. See you next time.